I'm just waiting for y'all to come in. That way I can know if y'all can hear me. I know there were some sound issues. So I'm waiting for y'all to come in. Let me know if you can hear me. It may take a little while for the YouTube to let y'all know I'm back on. So while I wait on y'all, I'm gonna see if I can get this computer acting right. Okay, you can hear me now. That's so irritating. That's so irritating. I hate when that happens with YouTube. Like, I don't understand. I did nothing different. I literally did nothing different. I just closed that one out and started another one. And now all of a sudden you can hear me. That is so irritating, y'all. Oh, YouTube, get y'all together. Because I literally did nothing different, y'all. I did nothing different to my phone. I'm still trying to get my computer on. That way I can. But it's just irritating because I know there was a lot more people that did hop on with my original one, because when you schedule your lives, YouTube does kind of push it out, knowing that you have something scheduled. So then when you have to redo another one, it's just not going to hit the same. But I'm not going to let it bother me. I still came on here to do what I got to do. Hopefully people will have refreshed their page and they'll know that I'm back on here. But I hate when it does that. I took all that time to schedule that live. Hey, Pow Pow. Good morning to you. Well, I guess it's good evening to you, but thank you for telling me good morning. I don't know what's going on with my computer. It's really starting to make me mad. But I guess I really don't need it. Don't think, well, I guess I did need it so I could do, at least wanted to play some music. Yes, 5:44 p.m. here. Yep, so it's evening time where you are. Um, yeah, at least want to be able to play some music, y'all. So I'm kind of irritated that my computer wasn't giving me prompts earlier, and now it is. So that's just, I always say that's God's way of trying to humble me, and he trying to test my patience, because it's starting to, make me mad, and I'm trying to stay calm because I'm on this screen right here. But if y'all weren't on here, I'll have some words right now, because this is like, and my password is whatever it was, like my internet passwords, whatever it was. You know how they give you all the different letters and numbers, and it don't make no sense, so you really can't remember it. Some people ask you what it is, you don't know what to say. My Tuesday is almost finished. Hey, hey, hey. I don't know how to say your username, but hello. Um, y'all, let me go get this password real quick, because yeah, I'm not gonna make it on here without no music. So let me go get this password real quick. Give me 2.2. Hey, Miss, what is it? Mister. Hey, you. Yep, Mister. Let me go get this password, and then BRB. Okay, don't go nowhere, y'all. Okay, I'm back, y'all. I know. My true people stayed with me. Everybody else probably hopped off. It is what it is. It's Tuesday. I need some music. So I had to get this password one time for the one time. You know, when your router comes with it just letters. Man, where you from? Man, where you from? Maine? I'm from Florida. But I live in Georgia. Don't be shy, guys. Drop a thumbs up. Her name is LJ. Tell him, Teresa. Get my name together. So, all right, y'all. While my computer's getting this stuff together, this is what we're doing today. Today I'm doing 2 different workouts. North side, okay. I'm merging 2 workouts because I didn't work out yesterday due to it being Labor Day. And I know a lot of y'all were either traveling or barbecuing or doing your thing. I didn't want to waste getting on here. So, did I put it in right? H-E. Yeah. I don't know, something going on with my computer, y'all. It's just not working right. So we're going to do 6 exercises that's going to focus on arms and back. And then I'm going to do 30 minutes of walking on the treadmill. Y'all know normally Tuesdays are my walking days. So I'm going to merge my Monday with my Tuesday. Would women still work out if they did it wearing unrevealing clothing? Do you think this is super revealing? Anybody who follows my page know I don't really show a lot of revealing clothing. You can't even see nothing. Lunges, jump, squats, sit-ups, push-ups. No, that's not what we're doing today. Papa, you're so funny. She has on workout clothes. Y'all better get defensive. A lot of people always gonna have something to say. Y'all know I'm far from revealing. I don't wear shorts. Y'all, you just gotta let people talk sometimes. People gonna say what they want to say. She looks beautiful. Thank you. Why women wear leggings? What are we supposed to wear? Basketball shorts? What are we supposed to wear to work out? Jesus Christ Ministries. You know, I read the Bible a lot, Jesus Christ Ministries, and the way you're coming across is why a lot of people don't like listen to people who are in the church. And what people wear, I am fully covered. Like, I'm not showing anything. You can't see nothing inappropriate. You can't see no chest. You can't see no booty. So, trust me, I'm very well into the Bible, and I could probably go scripture for scripture with you. So please don't come on my page talking all that. Yeah. Legging shorts over them. Lust comes from your lack of discipline. So Jesus Christ Ministries, please go back and read your Bible. I read the Bible a lot. I actually did my scripture reading this morning. And I think the problem that most people have, they don't know how they're not disciplined to control their own desires. So I don't lust after somebody just because they have on leggings. That speaks out of your own insecurities, Jesus Christ Ministries. I just want you to know that. So I actually just read the Bible this morning. I read scriptures every day. I've been reading my Bible for 215 days straight. And you tempt yourself. So like, are you tempted? If you don't like ice cream, are you tempted by it? No, because you don't like it, right? So you're only tempted because that's what you want to be tempted by. Y'all don't have to delete the messages, y'all. Y'all don't have to delete the messages. I'm okay with it. He's really not provoking me. I just love when people try to come on a Bible stance, because when you're knowledgeable and you know the Bible, when you're educated in general and knowledgeable, people can't really do anything. Power is knowledge. Knowledge is power, right? So, y'all, I'm very Bible-based, so that's why I just had to get back with whoever that was, because they just talking. If they say anything else, I will block, just because you're getting me off. You're getting me sidetracked, distracted from what I'm supposed to be doing. So, women, the reason we're in matter, sin and lust. Okay, you're getting blocked now. Thank you for joining, but get your ass off my channel, okay? How you like that? How you feel about that, okay? God, no. How you gonna blame somebody else? So I'm gonna go back and block later. I think right now let me put in timeout for I just put them in timeout for 24 hours. But yeah, now you starting to just say too much. I don't mind letting people speak their opinions on here, but when you just start, you trying to blame other people for what you do, okay, now it's getting kind of ridiculous. So all right, y'all. We're not gonna have any music today, unfortunately. It looks like my computer, even with me getting the password, I think there's something going on with it today. I'm gonna just shut my computer down, actually. I did have a lot of stuff open. Maybe it just needs a reset. So I think I'm gonna do supersets for this live. When I worked out earlier today, I did, I would hit one muscle group, then move to another. But I think I'm gonna do superset. So we're gonna go from hitting our bicep curls to hammer curls. We're gonna do lateral raises to shoulder press. And then we're gonna do alternating back rows to overhead front raise. So we're gonna hit biceps, we're gonna hit delts, and then we're gonna hit our back. So we got 2 exercises we're gonna hit for each one. And then we're gonna walk for 30 minutes, and I got 5 nutrition mistakes that people make. What is your metabolism? And then we're gonna talk about bloating. So yeah, for a minute, y'all are about to see the LJ who, like, I come on here and I am very nice, but I think sometimes you also got sometimes let people know what they will not do. And what I want people to understand, especially when it's church people, what I want them to understand is I am very well into the church. So please don't come on here thinking you're going to read me, because I can get back with you, baby. I can even throw some scriptures at you. So that's the only reason why I was going back and forth. But y'all know I don't get down like that. Normally I ignore people or I block them right away. But it's Tuesday. I got time today. I worked out earlier today, y'all, at 7:30. So I did 5.5, 6 miles earlier. And then I did do some strength training. So we're going to move on, though. So if you got your dumbbells, I'm using my 12-pound dumbbells. And I'm using one 15-pound. And that's going to be for that last exercise, which is the overhead front raises. If you don't have dumbbells, it's okay. You can use just anything that's going to provide you some type of resistance. And that's easy to hold, okay? What y'all deleting in here? Oh, some of y'all stuff is just now coming in. I don't know what happened. I guess the chat was delayed a little bit. And probably don't give the good examples. Get him out of here. Hey, Vaughn. JMC, you are more. Oh, what he was saying? Please give respect. Okay. Y'all are funny. So we're going to go ahead and get started, y'all. I appreciate y'all for holding it down and trying to get these people to act right. We're going to start with some dynamic warm-up. I'm going to start with arms first. I don't have my mic in, so if it's a little hard to hear me, let me know. But let's start with some arm circles. But yeah, y'all, every now and then, y'all going to catch me on a day that I'm going to talk back. So yeah, if you ain't talking to me nice, I'm going to talk back sometimes. So if y'all feel lustful over seeing some stomach, that's a bigger problem we need to talk about, okay? So I'm just on my knees for right now, just because I don't feel like standing up. But once we get going with the workout, I will stand up. We're just doing the dynamic warm-up for now. And then we'll get going. 3, 2, 1. So now we're going to do overhead lateral reach. When you do the overhead lateral reach, you're feeling that pull across your obliques and then also your lats, your shoulders. So you just want to do a nice reach. Good job, good job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to do some forward and back swings. That way we can also make sure we're stretching the back out. Because we're definitely going to engage the back, especially those last 2 exercises. That's where we're really going to feel it. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, y'all. So if you're working out with me, we're going to go ahead and get started. If you need to continue stretching, please do so. while I get things set up, you can go ahead and stretch. So we're gonna do things based off of time. So we're gonna go for 50 seconds each exercise, and then we're gonna take 10 seconds to transition, okay? That 10 seconds to transition is to get in position for the next exercise, or to also, if you wanna change your weights for certain exercises. So that's why I'm giving the 10 seconds in between, okay? Also, when you're working out, it's not a race. So I don't have to go from doing bicep curls to immediately doing something else, all right? It's okay to take a couple of seconds. Somebody asked me that earlier about leaving time in between exercises. So we are doing 2 exercises back to back that are working the same muscle group, okay? So we're gonna go from working, we're gonna do biceps double back. So we're gonna go from bicep curls to hammer curls, and then I'll tell you the rest from there. So in between those 2 exercises, we aren't gonna have much space in between them. I'm really gonna go from hitting bicep curls to going right into hammer curls, okay? And then once we get done with the hammer curls, we'll take a small break. Like when I say break, like just transition time for me to explain to y'all what 2 exercises are next, because we are supersetting, okay? Supersetting, you don't take any rest between those 2 exercises. You can either do 2 exercises that hit different muscle groups with no rest in between, or you can hit the same muscle group. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna double tap these biceps. So we're gonna go from bicep curls to alternating to hammer curls, okay? So we got 15 seconds and then we're gonna get started. So go ahead and grab your weights if you're working out with your girl. It doesn't matter what size weight you're using. Hey Sam, what's going on? Welcome in, thank you for engaging with the chat. So here we go, 3, 2, 1. We got bicep curls for 50 seconds. We're keeping it nice and controlled. The reason why I'm doing it for time is that way, no matter who's working out with me, you're still able to get it in. Sometimes if I do it based off of reps, if you're moving slower than me, or if you're using a heavier weight than me, we're not gonna be going the same pace. So if I do it based off of time, hey, everybody wins, right? So make sure with your bicep curls, you're moving down slow. So up fast, down slow. That's where you're getting the resistance at, because we're going against gravity, okay? So good job. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going right into hammer curls. I'm changing my stance to staggered, 1 foot in front of the other, and we're alternating, and let's work. So because this is just the first round and I'm trying to explain to y'all what we're doing, I am taking a little bit of space in between the exercises, but with the second and third round, it's gonna move a lot faster. So I'm not gonna have that break, like the transition time in between the 2 double exercises. We're 20 seconds in. So if you're working out with me, good job, good job. 30 seconds in. Remember, we're going for 50. If you have to do like this to get the weight up, that means the weight is too heavy, okay? So your body should be able to stay nice and still. And stay nice and controlled. 3, 2, 1. Good job, y'all. So we hit biceps. Now we're about to hit our delts. So we got lateral raises. 3, 2, let's rock. So we're gonna alternate just like this. If you're using a lighter weight, you could probably do both arms at the same time. I just don't want to fatigue out because I am using 12 pounds. Most people like to use 10 pounds for this one. But I'm just using 12. We're 25 seconds in, so we're halfway through. And then after this, we have shoulder press, and we're gonna alternate arms with those as well. So good job. You should feel this in your delts, which means your shoulders. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shoulder press. Here we go. we're gonna go right into it. 9-degree angle, and let's work. We're alternating. Keep those elbows and shoulders nice and aligned, okay? So it shouldn't be dropping down here. That means you're probably getting tired and you're trying to rest. So we're actively keeping our arms engaged by keeping them at that 9-degree angle. Okay? We're a little more than halfway done. So keep staying with me. Stay with me, y'all. You got it. I know your arms are probably burning. We got 10 seconds left, okay? Way to work. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. So now we're going to hit the back. We have alternating back row. So we're just coming up like this, okay? And then we're going to do, make sure you have 2 weights. If you want another weight to look a little heavier, so I'm going to grab my 15-pound also. Because the next one after this, we got overhead front raises. So we're going to go from back row to overhead, okay? So make sure you have your weights together. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 50 seconds. Remember, it's still nice and controlled. There's still no race to how fast you get this done, because we're going for time, not reps. Make sure you're bringing it back to really engage, because we're trying to hit our back, okay? We're not really trying to work arms. You should feel this in your upper back. This is actually becoming one of my favorite back exercises. Good job. We got 10 seconds left. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, y'all. That completes round 1. Yeah, round 1 is in the books, y'all. I'm trying to see. I'm gonna keep trying my computer to see if I get it to work. That's gonna irritate me that it's not working, y'all. So I'm hoping by turning it off and turning it back on. But if you're working out with me, 2-minute break, okay? 2-minute break, and then we're back at it. Shake out your arms, get some water. But how was y'all Labor Day weekend? Let me know. What y'all do for Labor Day weekend? How was it? Did y'all enjoy some barbecue? Did you do anything for Labor Day? Teresa, did you have to work on Labor Day? Let me know, let me know. All right, we got 90 seconds left. And then we're back into round 2. So remember, we're doing 3 rounds of this. And then we're walking. I'm gonna walk backwards today. Let's see if my watch is charging. I bet I can put my watch on. It was low key. Okay. Put my watch on, y'all. It actually charged pretty good. So let me put it on my traditional strength training so I get these calories going. No working yesterday, back today though. But I'm glad you had yesterday off. All right, y'all, we about to get started. We got 10 seconds and we're back at it with bicep curls, okay? This time I'm not gonna talk as much as far as in between exercises. I'm gonna talk to y'all, just not through the exercises, okay? And let's work. So remember, we're going straight from bicep curls to hammer curls. There's not gonna be any pause, no breaking, all gas, okay? I kind of like my feet together with this one. I don't know why I was in a staggered stance just now. Remember, come down nice and controlled. I got out a little bit this weekend, so I'm happy that it just stays sitting inside like I normally would do. The weather's been very nice. We got 10 seconds, y'all. 10 seconds if you're working out with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go straight into that hammer curl. So this is where I'm doing my staggered stance. See, there's no pause. No pause this time. So first round, I pause to kind of talk to y'all. This time, there's no pause. We go straight into it. You're definitely going to feel the burn because we are doing a superset and we're going back to back with the same muscle group. You're going to start to feel that your biceps starting to fatigue right now. Try to keep pushing through. We're 30 seconds in, y'all. 30 seconds. So we're more than halfway done with this exercise. Good job. Way to work. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So now you got 20 seconds to transition if you need to. If you change your weights. Now we're going to double back, lateral raises, and shoulder press, okay? So there'll be no break in between those two exercises. So 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's work. So we're alternating with the lateral raises. Now you're going to feel it in your shoulders. Good job. Way to work. Way to work. Sometimes when I say that, I'm saying it to myself to keep myself motivated. Low key. 30 seconds in. So the shoulders are really going to feel burnt out because your shoulders should already be burning right now. We got 10 seconds left, and then we're going right into shoulder press. So I already know trying to keep your shoulders up is going to hurt, but try to muscle through it as much as possible. So here we go, right into the shoulder press. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling it already. I feel it more when you try to keep the arm at 90-degree angle. Lifting isn't the problem. It's maintaining that 90-degree angle. Good job. Way to work, though. Push through. This is where it burns. But this is where, when it starts to burn, but it's not painful, that's where you're making the most bang for your buck. Good job. We're 40 seconds in. Come on, give me 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. 20 seconds, and then we go into alternate back row. So we're going to be here, and then we're going to be overhead raise, okay? So alternating back rows in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who came in the chat? Thank you for, hello, how are you? I love getting people from different places. What's going on? How are you doing today? I'm in my second round right now. We're finishing strong. If you're working out with me, good job. We're 20 seconds in. Keep pushing through. You're gonna feel this in your shoulders, but the main muscle group we're trying to hit is the good old back, okay? Oh, you don't understand English. Oh, no. And go right into the overhead front raise. Teresa or somebody in the chat, tell that person I said, hey, and thank you for engaging, okay? It sounds like maybe they can't. Well, you're writing good English. Child, I don't know. Overhead, y'all. This one tends to burn too, but I think this one starts to hurt because you're really engaging all your back. Anytime you're pulling weight away from your body, you're going to feel it, okay? Good job, way to work. We got 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 2 rounds done, y'all. 2 rounds done. So if you're working out with me, 2-minute break. Shake out your arms. Get you a drink of water. And then come back so we can finish. If I can translate from the keyboard. I want to see how the pump exercise work. Oh, that works. Teresa, can you type in there that I said thank you for engaging? To that, how you say the name? Thank you for engaging and joining the chat. So we got 90 seconds, y'all. And then we're going into our last round, okay? Last round. So if you're working out with me, I hope you feel good. I hope your body is feeling pumped. Okay. I was trying to see how much time we had left, y'all. I was like, when did we start? Ooh, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna give you 60 seconds. 60 seconds, and then we're back at it. That might be accurate anyway. I think we're 1 minute in. Okay, yeah, thank you, Teresa. Thank you for putting that in the chat. All right, y'all, we're going into, I hope I have some Arabic word, please. Yeah, you can type however you want to, and if any of my moderators can translate it for me, that will work. If y'all have time to. I know, Teresa, you're working. But I want to try to understand everybody who comes into my chat. We got 20 seconds, y'all, and then we're hitting bicep curls and then going right to hammer curls, okay? So yeah, go ahead. Try to talk to me. We got 10 seconds, y'all. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Bicep curls. I'm going down nice and slow. I'm telling you, that's where you make your money. That's where you really start to feel it. Because remember, gravity naturally wants to bring anything that's up down. So when I'm coming down, I'm kind of fighting against that resistance. And that's why I'm getting that engagement. Good job. We got 15 seconds left. You're working out with me, 15 seconds. Stay with it. Good work. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go right into hammer curl. Elbow popping. If somebody can translate that for me, if you're able to. I don't know what the chat helps translate, but if it does, let me know. I don't know Arabic. Well, if anybody in the chat knows it or can put it into a translator. I thought normally it lets you translate it underneath it, but maybe not. Less than 10 seconds, y'all. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. 20 seconds, and then we're going to lateral raises and shoulder press. So this is the exercise that's going to get most of us, is this set right here. But we're going to push through. And let's work, y'all. Lateral raises. Make sure that elbow and wrist stay in alignment. Don't shoot too high. Keep it nice and controlled. We're halfway. We're at 25 seconds right now. I am feeling the burn. Here we go, 10 seconds, y'all. Stay with it, stay with it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, go right in the shoulder press, y'all. I'm telling you, I know your arms are tired. This is where we got to push through. This is what separates you from most people. Most people would have stopped right now, like, oh, my arms are dead. But we gonna keep moving. We moving, we trucking. We're already 25 seconds in, y'all. We halfway. Keep going, keep going, keep going. "35 seconds in. Good job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 20 seconds, and then we go to alternating back row and overhead front raise. Can you kick her out of the room because she's annoying to talk? Who's annoying to talk? Who you wants to kick out? And let's go, y'all. Good job. We're 10 seconds in. Elbow just a popping. It's always my right arm that does that. I need to figure out what's the reason for that. And why is it just my right when I do the same thing with both? I mean, I am a dominant lefty, but good job. We're more than halfway. Way to work, way to work. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch weight if you need to, but go right into it. Right into it. Last exercise. I know you're tired. This is where we got to keep pushing. Woo. Shoot, even holding this weight is getting exhausting for me. We almost there, baby. Almost there, almost there. Keep pushing, Shonda. Woo. "10 seconds, y'all, and we're done. 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, y'all. That last exercise is starting to get hard for me. I was getting tired. But tell us who you talking about kicking out. Because we ain't got no problem kicking nobody out. That's the thing about nails. When they start to lift a little bit, the hair gets caught. So we're going to stretch a little bit. Not too much. Because we're not done. We're going to walk it out. But if this all you're doing, you're done. So stretch, stretch, stretch. That arm pull. This probably one of I'm gonna do some arm circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For some reason, I like doing dynamic stretches sometimes at the end too, because at that point it's like your body feels very tight. So sometimes I feel like doing dynamic helps a little more than static at the end. That's why I say do what works for you. Let's do some arm swings. That's what I feel like doing. And then I'm about to move y'all over to my walking pad so I can talk to y'all. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So good job, y'all. That was about a 30-minute workout. We were able to knock it out. Now I'm about to move y'all over to in front of my walking pad. So I'm trying to move my computer and stuff over. Y'all not gonna be able to see me full body like you normally do. I'm gonna have y'all more up close and personal. That way I can read what y'all are asking me or anything y'all are engaging with me on. If I have it far back like I normally do, I won't be able to see what y'all are saying. Okay, yeah, I can see what y'all say here. But I do kind of want to move it up some. Okay, y'all. Let me change my watch from what it was on. So I'm now going to put it on indoor walk. I'm going to walk backwards. Oh, it's not plugged in. Just kidding, JK. I'm like, why is it not working? Well, let's plug it in, LJ. Let's start there. Today's just a day of technical difficulties. My computer don't want to act right. Forgot to plug in my walking pad. Is it user error today? So yeah, I'm walking backwards. So if I look funny, that's why. I am not walking forward. But I walked forward earlier today for like 5.5, 6 miles. So I just kind of want to engage my back a little more. So my calves, my hamstrings, my glutes. How y'all feeling? If you worked out with me, I hope you're feeling good. If you want to be able to work out with me earlier, I do work out at 7:30 in the morning. That's on my TikTok channel. So I go live there at 7:30 in the morning. Today, the health and fitness topics we're going to talk about, let's talk a little bit about our metabolism and what it actually is. I think a lot of people use that word, like they try to blame metabolism for everything. But like, do you really know what the metabolism is? Or are you just saying it because you hear other people say it? And if that's, I mean, that's fine. That's what you do. But I at least want to educate you a little bit more on what the metabolism is. That way, if you're using it, you can at least feel powered and knowledgeable in what you're saying. Okay? So, your metabolism overall is the process your body uses to convert your food and drink that you consume into energy, right? So there's 2 different parts to the metabolism. I'm not gonna get into the weeds too much because I feel like if I get too complex, it's gonna be hard to understand. But for the most part, your metabolism is the process your body uses to convert your food and your drinks into energy, okay? My watch is kind of like, are you moving? So you have one part of your metabolism that breaks down your molecules, like your macros, so protein, fat, carbs, and it uses that to release energy. And then you have another part that's meant to build and repair, so like your cells, your muscles, and your hormones. So there's different parts to your metabolism. It's a little more than what I think most people think it is. So let's now go into what affects your metabolism, okay? So I talked to y'all about this a little bit before, your BMR, which is your basal metabolic rate. And that's the amount of calories that you're pretty much burning at rest. So, and I'm going to keep looking down, y'all, because I want to make sure I'm walking right, since I am walking backwards. Because y'all know this walking pad is not that wide. So, the minute my foot touches the side of this walking pad, it's, yeah. And I don't have the wall behind me to catch me. So that's why I keep looking down, to make sure my feet are walking straight. So what affects your metabolism, your BMR? Once again, your basal metabolic rate is how many calories you're burning when you're at rest. So like if you're sick and you're in bed, or you're just having a lazy day, and you're just in bed, your body still has to burn, right? And the reason why is because it's still working. Even though you may not be moving, your body still has to, your breathing, your heart, your organs are still functioning, brain, like, even though it's almost like your computer sometimes. Like I know, even when I don't have my computer on, I may not be using it like actively, but I just know that if I don't have it turned off, the battery still drains. Why? Because it's still it's like in sleep mode, right? So even though your body's in like a relaxed state, it's still burning calories. So that's your BMR. The more in shape you are, the more calories you can burn even when you're at rest. So if you have more muscle, you're gonna burn more calories because it takes energy to maintain those muscles, okay? So the more shape you are, the more calories you can burn throughout your day. Then you have, so that was the first thing that affects your metabolism. Then you have your activity level. If you're somebody who has a desk job or you have a job where it doesn't really require a lot of movement, that also can slow down your metabolism. It's based off your activity level, right? So if I'm moving, I'm grooving, I'm able to burn more calories. My metabolism has to convert food and energy more in my body. I'm utilizing more energy. So just think of it this way. Instead of thinking of it like calorie, like food you consume, it's pretty much food is energy that you consume, and then you got energy that you have to release. So right now I'm working out, so I'm releasing energy, and then when I eat, I consume energy. Okay. So another thing that affects your metabolism is your muscle mass. Once again, I just explained that the more muscle you have, the more calories you're burning, right? Your age comes into play. Your age comes into play because naturally, as you get older, things do change. Wear and tear is how I'm going to explain it. Your body has natural wear and tear. And then our gender play a role. Gender mostly plays a role because of our hormones, right? The difference in our hormones make a world of difference. And then our genetics. I try to explain to people that, so genetics are probably the most important piece out of anything when it comes to health and fitness. It's more important than your nutrition you're eating. It's more important than the workouts you do. Nutrition is the important part. The reason why, genetics, I'm sorry. Genetics is the important part because that's your foundation, right? If you build a house, the foundation has to be the strongest. Your genetics is pretty much how your foundation. Some of your genetics you can try to work through. Like I know some people are like, oh, I'm naturally small. So there's still ways to gain weight. Like there's still something that you can kind of change when it comes to your genetics. I hear people all the time, like someone earlier said they come from a bigger line of family. You can combat that. So I really don't want no excuses when people talk about that piece. When I talk about genetics, I'm talking about other things that affect your body differently. But those are the things that affect your metabolism. Your BMR, your activity level, your muscle mass, age, gender, hormones, and your genetics, okay? So those all play a role. So there's so many different variables when it comes to your metabolism. So a lot of people just like to name, like they'll just be like, oh, I'm getting older, y'all. Do you know there's so many other variables to that? So when people tell me their metabolism is slow, I think now I'm gonna try to look at them. I'm gonna look at them a little different because there's so many different variables that you can also affect to change your metabolism that your age ain't just the only factor anymore. If you're staying active, that's gonna help the age part slow down. Meaning, yes, I'm getting older, but the body in motion stays in motion. So my age isn't affecting my metabolism as much, right? So I hope y'all learned something when it comes to metabolism. I'm also going to talk to y'all about bloat for my endo people. So if you were on my TikTok earlier today, I hit these points already. So now I'm just kind of hitting them again for those on YouTube. But, so bloat, what is it? I know I posted on my Instagram and TikTok. I think I might have posted it on YouTube. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But I'm pretty sure I can't remember if I posted both videos on YouTube. I know I posted the one talking about endometriosis, but I'm not sure if I posted the video where I'm talking about me having endo belly, because I think that video was too long for me to post as a short on here. But I get endo belly sometimes where I look like I'm pregnant and it looks like a balloon and it's very hard. There's not really much I can do about it. So I want to talk more about what bloat is and what the cause of it is and how you can kind of like fight it a little bit, fight back. So bloat can be gas, water retention, or digestive issues. Okay? So when it comes to water retention, a lot of times it's because we take in a lot of salt. So if you love to go to a seafood boil, or you just like to consume a lot of salty foods, sometimes you may look at your body and you like, okay, I see a couple of lines in my stomach, I look cut. Or you may look at your arms and you look cut. And then after you've had a very salty meal, you look very washed, meaning you look very flat. And what causes you to look very flat is water that's being retained. And a lot of times that water will show up skin. So if you ever look at yourself one day in the mirror and you like, okay, I look good. And then you wake up the next morning, you like, what happened? A lot of times that just means your body's retaining a lot of water. And so in order to flush it, you need to drink more water. Because pretty much what's happening is because you have all that salt in you, your body's retaining. So you just got to flush it out. So you got to make sure you're drinking a lot of water. So if you like doing seafood boils, make sure you're drinking water before, during, and after that seafood boil, okay? Let's talk about some more of the causes. Overeating. So I know especially here in America, we're very big about, hey, Rooted in essential oils, what's going on? Thank you for joining the chat. I'm just giving some, we did arms and back earlier. Now I'm doing nutrition talk. I got about 20 minutes left of walking, 19 to be exact. So now I'm talking about the causes of bloating. So overeating, I know in the United States, we're big about finish your food. We're also big about portion sizes. I think everybody thinks the more, the better, of course. Everybody wants the most for what they're paying. And so a lot of times we tend to overeat, or we just don't know how to back away from the table, especially if it's good. So if you're overeating, your body gets, the way I explained it earlier today was like, imagine like a warehouse or like a conveyor belt, right? So if you're moving the packages too fast, or no, let me not even say that. If you're trying to pile too much into one, it could, one, jam. Let's say you're trying to, like I know when I used to work at a warehouse, and sometimes when too many of the boxes would hit the conveyor belt at one time, it would jam up, right? And so when you're overeating, that's pretty much what's happening. Too much is hitting at one point. Your body's having a hard time digesting it fast, or fast enough to keep up with you. And so then you get that bloat. The second one is when you're eating too fast. And that's where, like, if you were on a conveyor belt, or if you were in an assembly line, if people are passing stuff too quickly, what's going to happen? It's going to jam up. It's moving too fast. Can't keep up with what you're doing. And so that's what happens with your body. Your body can only process things so fast. And so when you're moving at a rate that it can't keep up with, that can cause problems. Working out is sometimes a good thing, right? Progressive overload, your body's trying to adapt. So when it comes to like working out and doing certain things your body can adapt to right away, it's actually a good thing. But when it comes to what you eat, what's the benefit of walking backwards? Sorry if you already explained this. Oh, no worries. Good question. So there's two different benefits to walking backwards. For one, as I was explaining, my body's not used to walking backwards. Like, how often do you walk backwards, right? So your body's not used to it. So normally you burn more calories when you walk backwards because your body's not used to what you're doing. You're doing something different, right? Walking forward is so robotic, right? You ain't even got to think twice about what you're doing. When you're walking backwards, you have to pay more attention to, am I walking in a straight line? You're engaging different muscle groups. So I'm engaging more of my calves, my hamstrings, and my glutes from walking backwards. I lost my second point. I kind of said them together, to be honest. So the first point was my body isn't adapted to me walking backwards, so I burn more calories. The second point was I engage different muscle groups. So those are the two benefits. When you walk forward, you're engaging more of your front kinetics. So you're engaging more of your quads. So walking backwards, yeah, I'm hitting that back. I'm hitting them glutes. But I burn more calories when I walk backwards. My body's like, what's going on? Another cause to bloating is the type of foods you eat. So if you like to eat beans and stuff like that, stuff that's high in fiber, that can also cause you to bloat. And then for y'all who know I have stage 4 endo, no problem. Of course, I'm always open to explain. Hormonal changes, another reason why you bloat. Especially my ladies, the different things we deal with. That's a reason why you bloat. And the other reason would be digestive issues. So if you deal with like IBS, or for me, my endometriosis, it affects my intestines. That's another reason why it might be hard for me to digest food. So therefore, I'm gonna bloat. So the main thing you can do when you're bloating is rest. I try to explain it in a way of like alcohol. Like if you've ever been, been drinking a lot, there's not really much. People think eating carbs and bread and all that can help. Eating bread is not going to change your alcoholic levels, right? So eating bread is not going to, if a police officer asks you to blow, eating bread is not magically going to drop your numbers. What eating carbs does is just help you feel better when it comes to drinking. So when it comes to bloating, it's kind of the same thing as drinking. You just kind of, you got to wait it out. You got to let your body process. Your kidneys have to process that alcohol, so your body has to process what's going on inside of here. So I just say, take it easy, rest. You can try to get some movement going, because depending on what you're dealing with, if it's digestive issue, if it's your intestines, walking around and getting that blood flow going can help with getting those intestines moving. And then, okay, I'm back, y'all. I don't know what happened, but I saw that it froze on me. That's the good thing about me having the camera face this way, at least, is I can see what's going on. But yeah, all you can do is rest. Anytime I get really bad endo belly or I get really bad bloat, I just have to wait it out. So I go lay down, I drink some water. Because normally for me, it is an intestine issue. It's my body's not able to digest good. And that's because I do have a lot of internal issues with my endometriosis that it causes a lot of problems. So that's part of the reason why I walk a lot, because I want that blood flow. I'm trying to do whatever I can to not give my body excuses to fail me. So I do my low impact walking. Okay, 18 minutes in, y'all. I said I was trying to hit 30 minutes today. So I'm gonna stay true to that. I did 100 minutes this morning of walking. So this will be 130 minutes of walking today. Tomorrow, we're doing full body stretching. So the stretching isn't gonna take, I'm not gonna spend time stretching as long as I normally do. But I am gonna do, matter of fact, I'm gonna split the stretch up. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start with doing all the dynamic stretches because I'm doing leg day tomorrow. I'm actually gonna do it on live, y'all. So I'm gonna do dynamic stretching first. Then we're gonna do leg day. And then I'm gonna do full body static stretching. Remember, dynamic is what you wanna do before the workout, static after. And so in order to incorporate both of those together and mix those, we're gonna implement it like we would in a regular workout setting. So we're gonna do full body though. Even though we're working legs tomorrow, we're gonna stretch full body. The stretching itself will probably take about 15 minutes, 15, 20. Then we're gonna get into the workout. and then we'll cool down with static. So that's tomorrow. Thursday's my off day. And I'll actually be going out of town. And then Friday, I'm still working out with y'all, so don't think you're getting away from me just because I'm working out. So Friday is full body. It might end up having to be cardio again, even though I know I did cardio last Friday. I might end up having to do cardio again because I will be out of town. And because I'm flying, if I was driving somewhere, I would take my weights with me. But I'm flying and I'm not about to do all that. So that's the plan for Friday. And then Sunday, I'll still be out of town. But my plan is, even if I can't show y'all the foods I plan on eating next week, I can at least talk to y'all about it. Hey Joshua, what's going on? Thank you for joining the chat and engaging. We did arms and back today. Now I'm just walking and talking with y'all. So if you have any health and fitness questions, anybody, feel free to throw it in the chat. We did 3 rounds of arms and back. I'm gonna, if you missed arms and back, it will be uploaded. But if you can't make it, you know, I don't know how long it takes for YouTube to actually upload the videos, the lives after I get done with it. But I am going to edit my workout today into a short, which is like, you know, less than a minute. That way you can see what the workout was and you can do it at your own pace. Joshua, is this you with this Cobra Pose crap? Joshua, if you come tomorrow, I'll do the Cobra Pose because we're stretching tomorrow. And I always do the Cobra Pose when I stretch. Okay. I need help to lose 30 pounds in 3 months. So first, let me ask you, why do you have to lose it in 3 months? Why is it 3 months? I'm just curious. And then I'm gonna answer you, I'm gonna help you out. I wanna know why it has to be in 3 months. You ask me a question, I ask you a question. But it gives me more insight on what you're trying to lose the weight for is why I'm asking. CB. We're 22 minutes in, y'all. 11:30. So I won't be doing the Cobra Pose until about 12:30, Joshua, just so you know. So I don't want you coming on here talking at 11:30 talking about do the Cobra Pose. No. I'm doing dynamic warm-up first. I'm doing my leg day workout, and then I'm gonna do static stretch, which includes the Cobra Pose at the end. So family event. Okay. So honestly, that isn't a bad goal. 30 pounds in 3 months isn't an outlandish goal. On average, safely, you can lose about 2 pounds a week. So you can lose about 24 in that 3-month time frame. And if you're really working hard, you can get that extra 6. Are you a man or a woman? I'm sorry, I can't see your profile picture. It's kind of small, and when we walking, it's hard for me to see. But can you tell me your gender or what you identify as? CB? But yeah, trying to lose 30 pounds in 3 months actually isn't bad. On average, a person can lose safely 1 to 2 pounds a week. My eating habits are bad. So if you already know what the problem, okay, man. So yeah, you can definitely lose 30 pounds in 3 months. So my eating habit, but you already know the problem. Joshua, I knew you were a man, Joshua. Well, no, I didn't. I didn't know, I assumed from the name. That was shame on me. But CB, you already know your eating habits are bad, so you already know what the problem is. If you know your eating habits are bad, that's what you need to fix. It'll be one thing if you told me I'm eating right, I'm working out, and nothing's working. But you're saying your eating habits are bad. So if you really want to lose this 30 pounds, you'll change those eating habits. Losing them 30 pounds must not be important enough to you. Because if you really want it, you'll stop. No, I'm not. I'm not doing stretching. I already did stretching when I did my upper body workout today. So normally when I get on my walking pad, there's no need for me to stretch after this. I just slow down the pace and walk a little slower. But change starts with the mindset. Exactly, Rooted. It's all about your mindset. I'm telling y'all, I love sugar. I did not want to stop eating it, but I know that sugar is a flare-up for me. And so now I juice fruit. So I'm still able to get that natural sugar, but I'm not getting that refined sugar that might cause triggers. And you know, even though it's still sugar, I'm getting more natural benefits from it. So we got to figure out what it is that you're having problems when it comes to your bad habits. If it's eating sugar, if it's eating salt, if it's your portion control, what is it exactly that you're having problems with? Is it the foods you're eating? You got to find the root of the cause and then go from there. I will tell y'all, my body is tired. But this is the last thing I got going for today. So I did about 7 miles today. I'll probably try to knock out 8. I have to at least do 8. 8 is the number. Like if I'm going to get that close, I got to at least do 8 miles. 7 just don't hit right. I did 7 miles today. You know, it don't sound 8. I did 8. 8 just sound like, oh, okay. Look at you. So I got like 3.5 more minutes of walking. Wednesdays are always the days that I really like stretching, just because after doing arms and back, walking, the amount of steps I normally do, I'm engaging my hips a lot. My quads are normally burnt out a little bit, and then my glutes. So Thursday is going to be a much needed rest day. My body's going to be like, thank you. Because my glutes are burning even right now from doing this walk. For some reason, it's my right side more than my left. It could just be because I baby my left side a lot, not even purposely. But you know, a lot of times your body will cause you to cater to certain parts if you have an injury. And because I have a left foot injury, my body naturally, and my hip, my body naturally caters to the left side. And I didn't realize that till now, until I'm like, why does my right side hurt so much? And that's why. I'm getting closer, y'all. So just by getting out and walking a little bit, and CB, maybe you even got to make sure you're working out some. Don't just depend all on your nutrition. I mean, we need to fix your nutrition. But if you really want to lose that 30 pounds in 3 months, you definitely have to throw some working out in there. And that way, you can really get it going. We got 90 seconds, y'all. I'm really saying that to motivate myself, because my body said, girl, we what? Over it. Do you wear black camo leggings? No. I don't, Joshua. I've been averaging 10,500 steps a day. So your steps are good, but you need to start doing some strength training. Strength training is where you're going to build the muscle up, and that's where you're going to start burning some more calories. So I would definitely say with you trying to lose that in that time frame, you definitely need to incorporate some strength training. Walking isn't going to be enough for what you're trying to attain. Walking for me just helps me maintain. And you got to come at your body full throttle. All right, y'all, I'm about to slow it down. Woo, I made it 30 minutes, y'all. So I'm just slowing it down so I can ease on off. Even though I wasn't going super fast, I'm just going to try to get my heart rate down a little more. I'm trying to see what the distance was on here, because my watch is normally off. So I might have did 8 miles. Let's see the distance. Okay. My watch and my walking pad actually went that far off. So I at least did a mile walking backwards. I'm going to sleep good today, I tell you that. Yep, I am walking backwards. Question, I said no. I already answered you, Joshua. Well, thank you for returning. Well, I don't know what that is, y'all. Don't click it. I'm good. Where you came in at, Reluctant Gamer? I didn't even see you. I didn't see you come in the chat. Thanks for the motivation. I got this. You definitely got this, CB. So you can even start working out with me if you want to. Some of the exercises, I changed the style of my name. Oh, okay. I was like, what? I just joined. Okay. Now I got you, Reluctant Gamer. I was like, what is that? Who is that? You threw me off. But CB Lamb, for sure. Come work out with me. You know, you can maybe use heavier weights because you're a man. And, you know, my weights probably won't do nothing for you because I'm using 12, 15. But work out with me. Tomorrow we're doing lower body. Friday we got full body. So you don't need no equipment for Friday. Tomorrow you're going to need some because, you know, I like to use equipment when I do my lower body especially. Is Apple Watch good? I'm tired of walking, y'all. I did 133 minutes today. Is Apple Watch good? I'm thinking about getting a new Apple Watch, releasing this month. So let me tell you, what number are they on right now of Apple Watch? This is the Apple 4. This is Series 4 that I have. So I do think an Apple Watch is good, especially if you have other Apple products. Like I have an Apple laptop. I have an Apple phone. So an iPhone basically. And if I'm trying to record content or video, I can look at my watch and see myself. Dang, they on Series 11? Ooh. So yeah, that shows you how far behind I am. So I'm on series, this is Series 4. So I definitely know I need to update my watch because this watch, y'all, it don't be keeping track. It's a little delayed. I'm pretty sure it don't keep a good track of my calories. It just does enough for me to know I am putting in some work. What's next when you're done walking? Are you going to stretch? No, Joshua, I'm not stretching. I'm done. I'm just talking so I can engage with people who are talking to me right now. You had that watch for a while. It must be worth it then. Oh, I just stopped. I've been walking. I walked earlier this morning for 100 minutes and I just walked for 30 and I did an arms and back workout. But yeah, Reluctant Gamer, it is worth it. But at the same time, the reason why I've had this watch so long, because it's like the iPhone. Is it really worth getting each one that comes out? You don't have to apologize, Joshua. It's okay. I don't think there's been enough changes to the Apple Watch for me to have gotten another one. At this point, the only reason why I need a new Apple Watch, because I don't think this one's calibrated that well anymore. I think it's just off a lot when it comes to my calories and stuff like that. Exactly, I'm like the iPhone. I don't have zero. So I do like it for the fact, like, whenever I'm trying to take content and I want to use my back camera, I can use my camera on my watch to see what my phone is seeing. Because, you know, the back camera is better than the front. And so a lot of people, especially on TikTok, they're trying to sell you on buying like this little thing you can put on your phone. That way you can see the other side. But with my Apple Watch, I can see when I want to use my back camera, I can see what it's seeing. So I do like it for that. I like that I am able to see my calories. Okay, Joshua, thank you for joining and engaging. Yeah, see me tomorrow. And you can request a few poses then. Some stretches. But what's the Apple Watch going for right now, Reluctant Gamer? Is it like, what, 200? What's the price? I want to track calories still and cost. Yeah. So I do like that. I'm able to see if I get a text message. Like if I'm working out sometimes, I'm able to look at my watch and see if somebody texts me. I'm able to do, I normally don't, I have answered a couple of calls from my watch, but you have to like, you know, you gotta be 007 up in here when you talk. An apple a day keeps the doctor away, but nowadays it's like Apple products keep. That's funny. Very true. Oh, okay. So I wonder, what is it about the Ultra? I need to look into these things. I don't know what it is about Ultra that it costs that much more. The new Apple Watch costs improved. Okay. Okay. But I definitely do need a new one. Streaming tomorrow, yes. I'm doing stretching and then legs. So I'm gonna do a dynamic warm-up, a pretty extensive dynamic warm-up, and then I'm doing leg day, and then I'm do a pretty good static stretch to cool down. Where are you from? I'm from Florida, but I live in Georgia. But I'm a Florida girl. Ultra is more pro version style, not really important unless you love Apple Watch and you want every single feature. Oh, okay. Okay, I get what you're saying. I think I'm just so used to sticking to what I know and what I'm comfortable with. Okay, Turkey in the house. I love it when y'all come internationally. I love it. I love it. I tend to stick with Apple just because it's a product I'm more familiar with, and I already know how to work the Apple Watch. And I think also just because, so Apple Watch has a lot of different features. And because so many of my friends use Apple, you know, you can like compete against people with your Apple Watch. They have different challenges you can do. So I don't know if I think if I change my Apple Watch, I think I'll lose all that, I think. Child, I got 14. Verizon keep trying to get me to upgrade on everything. I'm like, nope. But I do think I do want another phone. That way I can multi-stream. So if I was to get another phone, yeah, it would probably be a 16. I think I got the 14 Pro. You like the menu? Yeah. I like iPhone. I didn't think I would when I used to be an Android user. Edward, you came on over here. I'm almost done with the workout now, Edward, but I'm glad you came in. Hey, Maria. Oh, you use iPhone 9. Oh, okay. So I'll wait. Because I don't want to trade my phone in. I want to be able to have two phones. The other phone I don't even need service on. I just want to be able to do multi-streams on TikTok and YouTube. Oh, your team Android, Edward? I get that. I get that. On Android, can you use Android? You can use a hotspot too, right? Like if I have a hotspot on this phone, can I use it? When I was younger, I thought sumo squats it's only for women. Why you thought that? Maybe because of how, well, feet out, 45-degree angle. I don't know. Your country's poor. I should have been charging my phone this whole time, y'all. It's not like it was, I was using the mic like I normally do. Yes, you can use a hotspot. Okay. Because normally I use my hotspot from my iPhone to do everything. But I've only used it with Apple products. So I didn't really know how that worked. So maybe I just need to give me a Samsung, like an Android phone. Okay, y'all. Euro is very expensive. I just wanted another phone, y'all, without the high expensive bill. Like, I don't really want to spend a lot of money on a cell phone. I hate paying the cell phone bill I have now, to be honest. For those of y'all who are just joining, we did arms and back workout, and then I also walked for 30 minutes. So, I work out on my TikTok in the mornings, and I come over here and work out more in the afternoon. So, if you know, I give y'all 2 times to work out. If you can catch one or the other. So, we talked about bloat, metabolism, and 5 nutrition mistakes. Whew. Y'all, my body is like, girl, okay, we done for today. So, after my TikTok, I was supposed to go get a protein drink. I did not do that. So, I'm actually getting ready to go do that now. I'm going to go get me a protein drink. Oh, come on. Turkey is richer than Germany. I'm going to go get a protein drink, and I'm going to cook today. So remember I told you I like to make my meals fresh. So I am doing my stuffed bell pepper, and then I'm doing my pasta dish today. So y'all can join me on here tomorrow at 11:30. I'll be back to work out with y'all. Or if you want an early morning workout, hit me on my TikTok at 7:30. So 7:30 is my first workout for today. 11:30 is my second. But yeah, y'all, your girl is tired. Your girl has worked out long enough today. Now I got real work to do. So admin work, because now I'm going to be sitting on my butt working from my computer, knocking some work out. But thank y'all for joining me today. I will see y'all tomorrow, okay? Join me tomorrow on here, 11:30, okay? Come ready. Hopefully tomorrow we don't have no technical issues. No, I've had Red Bull before, but I don't like drinking Red Bull. Yeah, I don't like drinking Red Bull, though. All right, y'all. See y'all tomorrow. I appreciate y'all